Hello, everyone. Welcome to Newly Forged. Thank you for bearing with us for a few minutes. We had some technical hiccups. We are still having one little problem with someone's mic, but we'll hopefully get that fixed ASAP, which is going to be great. In the meantime, we'll go around and introduce ourselves and our characters, and everyone tell me what your character's favorite dance move is, like the go-to dance move. I'm gonna give points to creativity on this one, so just be aware. Let us start with this corner, which would be defect. Mike, go ahead, take it away.
I think Mike is
Oh
frozen.
no, Mike Rose. Tonight is a horrible night, apparently.
Well, that
That's all
was
oh,
right.
entertaining.
oh, tonight.
I've had more time to drink my whiskey, so it's okay.
Yeah. He was frozen in that, like, standard Mike resting face, so it wasn't
Yeah,
going to eat, obviously.
I know it was tricky to tell.
It looks like one of those profile pics that you like put on things like Discord when you just need a picture.
Yeah.
He like took it with his phone and just. Sorry, Mike.
Yeah, it seems that everything is
That's right. Everyone has now
crazy.
left. Apparently, me and Mateo could introduce ourselves.
Well, it is a crazy, wild night here on Newly Forged. Apparently, the technical difficulties were not solved before we went live,
And they spread.
and they've just kind of blossomed.
It's a
So,
metaphor for COVID.
Yeah.
oh god.
So, yeah.
Anyway,
Wear your mask.
God, whoever gave us good news today has obviously never watched our stream. we are a disaster waiting to
We're gonna have
happen.
to cut out the first like 10 minutes of this anyway, are we?
It's going to be great.
It's gonna be wonderful.
Hey,
It's
why don't we take a moment to chat with the people that are watching?
indeed.
Well, you and I could introduce ourselves.
Well, it seems like people are starting to trickle back in.
Mike!
Hey,
Honestly,
defect!
yeah, that was
Uh-huh.
my that's computer and phone issues.
It's crazy. It's slowly
Can you hear me now?
Yay, we can hear Amber.
We can hear
we
Amber.
can hear Greg.
Third
So
time's the charm.
come on, Amber. Hey, we have Amber.
Yay!
Okay.
Yay!
Wonderful.
Oh my gosh.
Hopefully
Ay,
we can
ay.
get some ADIS action going on. Get some Tanner in as soon as possible, hopefully.
Oh no, he's reinstalling Discord.
Oh, it's a great night. Well, as we wait for ADIS, we're going to do a fun little thing here because I have something for this. So as we wait for ADIS, hi, hello. Hello, everyone. Yes, so thank you all for joining us this evening for Newly Forged. I am Jared. I am your dungeon master tonight. Let's go around and do some intros. Let's start up in this corner for real this time with Mike. Introduce yourself, your
Hey,
character, and your
yes.
character's go-to dance move.
Oh, that's so easy because it has to be the robot, right?
But why? Who are you? What are you?
Oh, I'm sorry because I'm Defect, the Warforged Barbarian. Actually, you know what? I'm sorry. Defect probably doesn't really have dance moves, so what we'll say he does is he has a white boy dance moves where he's like very boxed in and like kind of maybe moves his arm side to side, stays like in this little zone,
Uh-huh.
right? And then like go outside that zone. Nothing flashy, no robot, no breakdancing. Um, he just like that's it.
So,
Maybe he pops his shoulders a little bit, a little pop and lock.
all right. Okay. Fair enough. All right. And let's hop on down to Amber. Are you ready for some answers for
That's
Amber?
me.
Hey.
Yeah, and my headset's charging now. Nobody panic. Hi, I'm Amber. I play Greg, the Goblin Artificer, and I guess is dancing the thing where you like do like this and people look kind of dumb.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then yeah, this is probably what I would do. There's the one that like you do this. I like that. You're working really hard. It looks like fun.
Wonderful.
I believe that's the mashed potato.
Is that what it's called? I never knew. I've only seen people do it. I've never really done it before, right? You just kind of like wave your arms.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, totally. All right, hopping right along over to Sarah.
Hi, I'm Sarah, and I'm playing Olive, the half-orc druid, and I'm always in the middle of this run. And I would say Olive probably does the Charleston,
Okay.
because why not?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I'll buy the Charleston. And Tanner is still having some difficulties, so he'll be with us soon. Meanwhile, up to Matt.
Hello, I'm Matt. I'm playing Spoot, the Total Cleric. At least for one more episode. Sorry, couldn't help it. Favorite dance move? Probably the awkward turtle.
The
Is that a
awkward
real
turtle.
thing?
Yeah, I want to see this.
I don't think that's a real thing, but
I don't
Oh,
think
no?
so either.
I
But
bet you he could do. Go ahead.
no, but I'll give you a creativity point if you can tell me what it is.
It's where he like dips his head in so his eyes are showing up and he just kind of waves his arms. I bet you with some help from Defect, he could probably be a great breakdancer. You know, get on a shell and like flip over and just
Get a
spin
good
around a bunch
spin.
of times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I dig it. Well, great. Those were wonderful answers.
And apparently Rangers don't dance.
Rangers get down to their own funky beat in the forest or wherever they range.
Or Adis would just hang out on the side, being our broody and emo. And
Wallflower, total wallflower.
Yeah, he might do a little
He
chair
goes to the
dancing.
dance and judges you all for your dancing without actually
Yeah.
dancing.
Yeah.
Just kind of does the occasional like head bob on a really like good
I bet
sound.
Adis would do that kind of like thing where you like do like this in the mosh pit. And I don't know if there's a name for that, but
Mosh pit dancing.
yeah.
Great.
I bet Adis gets down.
Yep. All right. Well, everyone, as we wait, hopefully Adis can join us here live sooner than later. In the meantime, let's dive in. We do have him in Roll20, so he will be able to respond to chat and make character choices there. So let's dive right in. Last time on Nuuli Forged, our heroes reflected on their day, which had started so well, but ended in shame and defeat.
Start that well for me.
Well,
I was unconscious in the dirt.
okay, that's fair. But after a long night of reflection and observation resulted in some self-realization amongst the party, and in the morning, they planned. They decided to use Olive's wild shape ability to get her into the town carrying some sending stones that Greg had cobbled together, and a vial of Adis's blood. Doing some preliminary recon on the town, Olive was captured in cat form before she could execute the plan and booted from the tavern. However, she did find a blind spot next to the stables and returned to her half-orc form, messaging Greg for the others to arrive. Adis used his latch blade to open a portal to Olive's location, and the group stepped through. The group took a little bit of time to decide what their next step was going to be, however, and a red crow stumbled upon them, and the battle for Southbrook has begun. We pick up in the midst of combat, with Defect raging towards an enemy, Matter's Bane glistening with blood, having laid to some enemies quite frequently. So let's dive right in, shall we? So, let's bring you all back to the battle of Southbrook.
Yeah.
And Defect, it is your turn.
There I am. Okay. Yeah. I forgot that I was badly hurt. Okay. So, yeah, no, I'm going to just keep attacking this guy. So reckless. Actually, no. I'm really hurting. It's just a straight attack with my axe.
Okay.
Um,
A 20 will hit.
nice for 18 points of damage. And then for my second attack, 27 for 8 points.
Yeah, you land 2 solid strikes on this individual who you had once captured previously.
Right. Okay.
Should have killed him then.
Should've.
Evidently.
Anything else defect?
I'm gonna just kind of swing down to there, and that's my turn.
All right. Greg,
That's me.
it is your turn. What
All right.
will you do?
I should do a medicine check. I've been beelining toward this door, but I should do a medicine check on my friend. I hear him grunt.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dear friendo, how dead are you? Oh, God.
It's a little hard to tell. You can definitely tell with an 8 that defect is in pain.
All right.
And despite his toughness, is indeed hurting, but you don't know how bad.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna scream, "Come on, buddy! You gotta come with me!" And I'm gonna go over there, do my run. It's my movement, and I will tap my friend with a cure wounds. Come on, we gotta get to the door. We gotta get to the door. Let's go. And I guess that's my action. There I am.
Okay.
Pulling on you, being like, come on, come on. I've just poked you with like a hammer and I'm trying to pull you.
Fantastic. Okay. All right. Something happens. And that brings us to Spoot.
I hate that something so hard.
Me too.
Yep.
Just realizing this is probably the most adventurous Spoot has ever been, but I think it's safe to say Spoot saw Grig dash away, but that's okay. I'm gonna move inside if possible. I'm gonna just like move as fast as I can to try to get inside.
Okay. Are you opening the door and entering the tavern?
Yes, please.
Okie dokie.
And this is where the trap goes off and Spoot dies.
All right. So you enter into the tavern.
Oh boy.
Well, the door opened because now I can see a thin, fine line of tavern.
Yep. So you enter into the tavern, which triggers a couple of things, Spoot. First off, you see an individual right here. This woman definitely has a scimitar that she has been waiting for someone to attack or to enter with. However, bounces off your shell with a 16.
Ooh.
Close call. What is happening to Roll20?
Then this individual way up in front of you here lets loose with a crossbow bolt towards you. That is a 14 to hit. This individual standing on the top of the stairs over to your left has an arrow lined up and launches it at you. That's an 18 to hit.
That was close, but no.
But no cigar. All right. And finally, this individual in dark robes that you see over here with a very fancy mask sends forth towards you a familiar spell. And I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Good. I'm definitely proficient in this.
Oh my.
All right. With a 2, you end up taking 6 points of radiant damage as a kind of red divine energy swirls around you, and it hurts you.
Hey,
It is not, and you may now continue your turn.
nobody uses divine flame on me. Sacred flame. I don't even know the name of the spell. Cantrip. Boot's gonna go
Stay by the door.
home and rethink his life. And all the choices that led him here, because this was a terrible move. Shit. Hang on a second, sorry.
It wasn't terrible. It's okay. Now you know what's in there.
Spoot is going to leave and invoke an opportunity attack, I think, from Mystery Woman. No, Spoot is going to disengage, sorry. That's what I meant to
I
say.
will say,
Yeah.
like, they were holding actions, which means they used their reaction to do that. So you don't have to disengage, is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Thank you. Nevertheless, back out the door I go.
All right.
And then, since I didn't disengage, I suppose I might as well cast some Sacred Flame on this guy that's no doubt going to shoot me first chance he gets, this archer over here.
Okay. He will make a dexterity saving throw. Rolls a 23.
I'd say he passes.
Yeah,
But-
he just kind of whoop, dodges out of the
Open
way.
to interpretation.
All right.
That's it.
That brings us to Olive. Remember, you do have your flaming sphere up as well.
I do have a flaming sphere. Which I'm concentrating on, but this is not a concentration spell. I'm going to send Tidal Wave. I do not need to see it, as it turns out.
Okay. Where are you
It's a-
sending your tidal
it's-
wave?
It is a 30-foot wide wave of water.
Yep.
That I'm putting just inside the door of the tavern that I just saw Spoot open.
Okay.
Going north. Traveling north.
All right.
And
That's really
everyone
cool.
within, it's going to be 30 feet long, 10 feet wide,
Mm-hmm.
and everywhere in that area, any needs to make a dexterity saving throw. If they fail, they take damage, and on a successful save, they take half as much damage. And if there's any unprotected flame in that area, it goes out.
All right. Cool. All right. You all hear this whoosh kind of splashing noise. Something definitely happened. You see water kind of trickle out a little bit, and then the water disappears, I believe. Yes?
Yes.
All right.
Yes. After it travels its 30 feet and then it vanishes.
Yep.
Takes out any unprotected flame, and anyone within that area needs to make a dex saving throw. And anyone who fails takes that much damage, and anyone who succeeds takes half that much damage.
Yep. Yep.
And anyone who failed is also prone.
Yep. No problem. Something happened. You did hear one kind of kind of come through the tavern, but that was about it.
Don't care.
Cool.
My bonus action
Yes.
is I'm taking this here sphere, and I'm taking this here sphere, and I'm throwing it at that guy.
All right, so you're moving it on up.
Yeah.
All right, he makes a dexterity saving throw and rolls a natural 1.
Aw.
So go ahead, deal some damage.
So he takes 9 fire damage.
Wonderful. Yeah, it bashes right into him. He's like, ah! It burns! It burns!
Yup. That's the idea. And then I'm gonna move, because I still get to do that,
Yeah, you do.
over to the shade of this shrub.
All right, you hop over to that bush. Sounds good.
That's my turn. I hope to God I did something inside that I didn't see, because something happened, and at least maybe this was a something in our favor.
Yeah, Spoot, you definitely saw this like wall of water just kind of appear and then wash whoosh, over. Spoot has apparently gone into his shell. All right. Next up. Something is going to happen. Cool. Next up, the individual fighting defect releases their scimitar. That's a 19 against you, defect.
Yep. Hits.
For 8 points of slashing damage, reduced to 4.
Okay.
Second scimitar attack is a 14. But their dagger comes underneath for a 19 for another 5, reduced to 2 piercing damage.
Okay. I'm okay. Everything's fine.
Sorry, I used my bonus action to set that guy on fire instead of heal you.
All right. Something happens. All right. This guy up here,
Dude on fire.
yeah, runs away from the ball of fire as far as he can, but takes aim at you, Olive, with his crossbow.
That's sad.
Pachow for a mighty 7 to hit.
Oh, that misses.
Yeah.
Because I do have skin at least.
Yep. Something else happens. Cool. Next up would be Adis.
Adis, are you with us? Shoot somebody.
He is in the chat. He's measuring out right now. He's
yeah, there he goes.
Shoot that individual.
Yay!
All right. 12 does not hit, unfortunately.
Shoot him again. Shoot him again.
Oof. Oof. A 10 also does not hit.
Ay, ay, ay.
Right. All right. Okay. Next up, we have our friendly neighborhood guy with an arrow over here by Spoot, who's
Neighborhood shooting face.
Yeah, he's going to shoot twice towards Spoot. However, an 18 misses, and a 19 hits your armor class, I believe?
It does.
Okay, so with a 19, it hits you for 9 piercing damage.
Fantastic.
Okay, something has to happen right here. All right. And that brings us up to defect.
Yep. I'm just going to do the same thing. Attack the guy at 15 to hit.
A 15, I believe, would hit, but they bring up their scimitar and parry the blow.
Okay, and my second attack. Another 15.
I think you hit that time. I just need to double check.
Okay.
Yep. You hit that time.
Okay.
For 18 points of damage.
Nice, 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 nice.
That's the one to hit.
You didn't want the 9 damage. It's fine.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't want. Unless it
And
came with it.
Greg, it is your turn.
All right, I am now going to run away from my buddy, be like, come on, come on, come on, come on. Run my full 30.
Yep.
And I'm gonna pull out Protector at this point. We're going with healing.
Okay, wonderful.
So Spoot and I
All
get
right, behold, Bonk the Chomper is out.
7 temporary hit points.
Nice.
The Chompster. Sorry, sorry, Defect. Come on.
Too far away from Chomper.
Anything else, Greg?
Spoot, what'd you see? Who's in there? What's going on? Are they killing people? I ask all those questions.
Cool. On his turn,
Blows
Spook
the
can answer
raspberry.
you.
Yep.
His
With
turn's
lips he
coming up
doesn't
pretty
have.
soon.
All right. Something happens.
I don't like all these something happenings.
You hear a voice from inside the tavern, a familiar voice to you, Olive.
Hmm.
Well, what are you waiting for? Come on in, you scumbags! You recognize the voice of the dwarven woman who beat you up pretty badly the other day.
Yep, don't like her.
Yep. And that brings us to Spoot.
Spoot's just still blowing that raspberry. Spoot's gonna look at Greg and say, kind of shake his head and say, there are more inside. I didn't see any of the townsfolk. We're gonna have to rush. And that's new. Can Spoot see her peeking around that corner there?
She seems to have taken up a defensive position by the door, yeah.
Okay.
You looking soggy at least?
She's dry as a bone.
Okay. Spoot's gonna do what Spoot should have done before. He's gonna cast Spiritual Weapon.
All right.
Yeah, he is.
Where do you
Right
want your
inside the
spiritual weapon? Right inside the
Right
door.
inside the door
Boom.
here.
There it is.
And I'd
That's
like
a natural
to
20 on that spiritual weapon.
Yeah, it is.
I'd like to try to wipe the smug look off of her face with that.
Well, a 28 will hit, so she must indeed take the 12 points of force damage.
Kind of makes Spoot giggle a little bit.
Yeah, she comes into a point where you can see her, and you go and summon your weapon, and it whacks her in the side of the face. And she's like, ah, you're going to pay for that. So well done, Spoot.
Come on out here and join me.
Great. Infinite Light, so good to see you. Thanks for following us, and good to see you in here, buddy. Great. So that was your bonus action, wasn't it, to cast Spiritual Weapon?
It was, and as a real action,
Hello,
I'm
I've
gonna-
got it.
I'm just gonna keep spamming this guy with Sacred Flame until something happens.
All right. He's going to make a... he's going to make a dexterity saving throw, and he does. You get the sense that he's a very nimble individual.
Keep dancing.
Damn nimble, folks.
Is he doing the mashed potato while he dodges?
I wouldn't go that far, but who knows? Olive,
He's knocking us.
it is your turn.
Cool. With my turn, I'm going to... I'm going to infest that person that keeps beating on Defect.
Okay. They will make a Constitution saving throw. Let's see how they do. Oof, they fail with a 6.
Yeah!
They take 9 points of damage.
I bet it's itchy under that armor.
Yeah, go ahead, roll a d8 to determine which way they go.
Oh, yeah. That's not a
Two.
D8, it should be a D4. Sorry. 2 is south. They move 5 feet south.
All right. Bonk. They roll over there.
Cool.
And your bonus action?
I'm sending that sphere after that guy.
It can
If
move.
he can walk
how
30
far?
feet.
Okay,
30
great.
feet.
Yeah.
If he can move 30 feet, that flame is going to follow him.
Yeah.
Because I don't
it
want to leave
just-
him at our backs.
Like
Yep.
the bush.
Totally runs right up into him. He rolls an 18 this time, however.
I think that probably helps him, doesn't it?
I believe he takes half damage on a success, correct?
He does take half damage on a success. So,
All right. So roll your damage.
10.
So he takes 5 this time.
Yep. Yeah.
That's not awful.
The save was 15.
Yep. Yeah, he rolled an 18. So.
Yep.
All right. Very cool. Anything else, Olive?
Yeah. I'm gonna keep moving toward the door, much as I don't really want to go there. I'm gonna sneak up right behind Grig there, I think, and hide in the shadow of this tree
Okay. Cool.
as best I can.
Wonderful.
Take the partial cover such as it will give me.
All right. Next thing that happens, Spoot, right in front of you, appears a floating mace.
Ruh-roh.
Virtual weapon duel.
He thinks they have a cleric, guys.
You think? What was your first clue?
However, it whacks at you with a
Sacred flame.
17 bouncing off of your shield. You see it and you're like, oh no. And
I've seen this before.
yep. Good job. Great. And you hear this kind of hissing voice inside. Turnabout's fair play, vengeful human. Obviously he doesn't know you're
Wah-wah.
obviously he doesn't know you're a turtle.
He didn't just see me barge in. I
You're
am a
nothing
turtle.
like a human.
And
You
then
you don't know what this guy's story is, so
He's clearly blind, so I don't have to cast that spell.
he might be.
Evidently.
You don't know.
I mean, Spoot looks pretty much the furthest thing from a human that
Yeah.
we have with
It
us
must
here.
be the sombrero. It does mask my true identity.
Yeah, it hides the shell
Yeah.
completely.
Yeah. You don't know. It was a weird voice though, like an unearthly, non-normal voice. Like it was weird sounding.
I don't like.
Like he's maybe never seen a human before.
Yeah. And something else happens. Next up, our friend down here with defect. They make 2 scimitar attacks. A 22 to hit for
Yep.
8 reduced to 4 points of slashing damage. With a 14, you bring up your axe and block their scimitar, and they bring their dagger up from underneath for a 13, and you deflect it off, no problem. They look really rough. They're really tired. They're at the end of their rope. It's worrisome. You get the sense that they are fighting out of desperation now.
Good.
Something else goes on. This guy runs the fuck away from the fiery ball of doom and aims a crossbow at Olive. That's a natural 20 to hit.
Ouch!
That will be 11 points of piercing damage to you, Olive. And as he hits you, he's kind of like, ha ha, got her!
Meh.
That will bring us to something else happening. And then we go to Adis, who is in roll 20. But apparently may have stepped away for a moment. So, Adis will make a couple of attacks on this individual. Adis is going to try to pick off the last couple. So, do, 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 do. Great. Apologies, I'm just looking up Adis's stats here. All right.
Oh yeah, I forgot he was over there. I can't even see him anymore.
Yep.
Taking his time.
He is
taking
hiding
people
behind a thing. And with 2 shots, kills the individual harassing defect.
Yay!
And this dude right
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
here.
Got
He
him.
comes around the corner and twang twang.
Yay!
Takes them both out. Good job,
Nice.
Adis.
Now action surge and kill the other one.
The other one I think is even out of his range.
The
Probably.
archer realigns, seeing that Spoot is now engaged with a floating mace, lines up to aim at Greg. That is a 14 to hit
Test.
Yep.
Test.
for 7 points of piercing damage. Oh, I heard you, Adis.
It does not hit.
Oh, 14 misses. Sorry. And another 14.
All
Can
right.
you hear me?
Yeah.
We can.
Yeah,
can hear
hey!
this.
How does it sound?
You
Like
sound
at the bottom of
fine.
a well.
The same.
Bottom of a well? Or,
Like
Like,
at the bottom
no.
of the well.
No,
But
you
not
really
terrible.
sound
Okay.
fine. You really sound fine.
We're not picky. We're not picky these days.
Okay.
We can understand you.
Well, I'm using my headphones for sound and my camera for microphone because my computer detects the microphone just fine. It's Discord that's not detecting it for some reason.
Oh, weird.
Interesting.
Very weird.
So I don't
Uh,
understand.
Well,
Well, welcome
on our
aboard.
break or after the show, I'll see if I can help you at all. I might not be able to, but we'll try. But here's the good news. Adis, you just stuck your head around a corner and fired 2 shots, killing the last 2 people
Not
that
quite the
were
last two.
harassing defect.
Yes, that's
so
true.
you just took out 2
Awesome.
people.
So now get your ass over here and help us.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
What? I can't hear you.
I'm too far away.
Wonderful. Something else happens, and we go to defect.
Yeah, great. With that guy dead, Defect will yell at Greg that he's coming. 1, 2, 30, 35, 40. I can't run through a spiritual weapon, right?
They do not provide cover or anything, so I'm going to say this is weird. It's like it's an enemy thing, but you know what? I'm going to say
If they don't provoke opportunity attacks,
they don't provoke opportunity attacks, so I'm going to say you can run through it. What the hell?
Okay.
There, I've made a decision.
we have to stick with it now.
You
That
sound
does go
so
for enemies.
enthusiastic.
Yeah.
That does go for enemies too, though. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah. But you know what? I don't want to go in there and get pummeled just yet, so I will wait.
Pump
And
the
then on my
brakes.
next turn, I will charge right in. So that's it right there. I'll stop right there.
Cool. So does that mean you lose your rage now?
Yeah, but
Oh,
that's
because
okay.
you didn't beat up on anything.
'Cause I didn't attack. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, but
Um,
isn't it in the round something attacks him also?
Yes. So if something attacks you, your rage will persist.
in the next round. Yeah.
Yeah. Defect is the start of the round, so if something
Yeah.
attacks him before his next turn, he still has his rage.
Right.
Meanwhile, Greg, it is your turn.
You can
It is
just
my
do what
turn.
I do, inflict damage on yourself.
Yeah.
You're within range of the flame sphere, if that helps.
And just so you all know, like this area right here is a window that is broken glass.
Oh, that's my window.
Yeah, it's like a
Okay.
3 by 3 foot broken window right there.
Okay.
And can we see Mystery Woman standing behind it?
Right. Can we see through it, or is it?
Because
Because right now it's a wall.
the dynamic lighting is not set up that way. So what you see through it is you see, like, make a perception check through it to see what you see.
Okie dokes.
It's also difficult
perceive.
terrain because of the hedge right
It's
there.
a nat 1, so I don't see
You
shit.
don't see anything through it. It's a little
No.
tall for you. You can't quite see over
Yeah.
the
You're
top
looking
of
at the
it.
brick
That's
wall.
fine. That's fine. That's okay.
And
Those are
now,
hard when
and
they're
now you're
red.
standing in a hedge and you're like, oh, there's brush and everything. I hate it.
Starting to get a little like PTSD, maybe.
Right? Yeah, bushes. I don't like
Luminous
bushes.
shrubs. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna move into the doorway. I guess I can't share space with that, but I see just enough of what I want to see, and I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire into the middle of that there room.
How far in are you casting it?
I'm trying to do it like in. I want to do the clicky, to hit this end, so that the edge hits this people in the doorway. Somewhere in here ought to do it.
So
Yeah.
you're trying to do kind of a that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
What color are they?
Well, first they make a dexterity save.
Yep. DC 15.
All right. Okay, wonderful.
Is anybody glowing? Normally I say it's like a rusty reddish.
Okay, cool. Unfortunately, they seem to shrug off the effects of the spell.
Oop.
Damn dexterous bastards.
Well, that's fine. My little cannon's gonna send out 7 temporary hit points. So if you have fewer than that, then you get them.
Am I in that range?
If I had left it where it was, because I was here, right? No, I was right here. No, I was here.
Yeah, you were here.
Yeah. Okay. So if I left it where it was, which was my goal now that I've run, then yeah, you should be 5,
All
10.
right.
So.
Cool.
I think I'm the only one that's not in range.
I was gonna say you just took yourself out of range.
Yeah.
Well, Adis is like on the
Are
other side of the
you
planet.
going to stay there, Greg, or are you going to continue moving?
No, I will sidle on back
All right.
after I view and say shit.
Okay.
The end.
I've suddenly lost the ability to click on anything. I know why. Never mind. I'm an idiot.
Double check your cursor.
Yeah, I'm an idiot.
All right.
It's all cool.
Something happens. And you hear that voice once again. I have to find the voice.
And scene.
Well, come on in. Don't you worry about it. Are you afraid to die? Come on in, you little chicken cowards.
That's redundant? Says Spoot out loud.
It might be.
We
But
have our
it's-
chicken friends here in the barnyard that were not necessarily scared of the sheep.
Oh, actually, Greg, when you stepped in, a crossbow bolt shot at you.
Okay.
When you stepped in front of the open doorway, with a 20 to hit
That hits.
for 6 points of piercing damage.
Sweet.
Hey, Greg, how high is the ceiling in that room?
I don't know. Should we just set it all on fire?
Spoot, it is your turn.
Spoot's starting to think, yes, we should set it on fire.
Doesn't matter. The room's not big enough anyway.
Spoot is going to. Can I medicine check the party in front of me
Yep, go for it.
and see who's really hurting?
Yeah. Defect is quite hurt comparatively. Olive's a little bit hurt. Grig's a little bit hurt. You're pretty hurt.
I'm pretty hurt. I hate this much. I'm at a tough spot because I think the two things I want to do are in fact both bonus actions.
That's the problem I kept having with the damn sphere. Nevertheless, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna cast Healing Word on the 3 party members that are in front of us, because unfortunately Adis is too far away.
All right. So everybody there gets a 9 healing damage from
Sorry, Adis. Didn't mean
mass
to-
hurting things.
Didn't mean to
Looks
leave you out.
exactly
Mass
the
hurting
same.
things. Mass healing word.
Mass healing
Thanks.
thing.
Thanks, Spoot.
Okay. Obviously,
Commander
that's
Cirque, welcome to Nuuli. Glad to see you back.
Hey.
All right. Anything else, Spoot?
Yes. Sorry, let me update both of my platforms. I am back where I was. Okay. I'm gonna step here.
Okay.
And since that was a bonus action, I will attempt to throw out some Sacred Flame in the direction of Masked Woman.
In here.
Yes.
All right. She will make a dexterity saving throw. Roll a 22.
Dexterous folk they are.
Yes. You get a sense that they are nimble bandits. Nimble bandits indeed.
One can only hope the cleric they have is as clumsy as I am. All right, that's all I got.
Okay, that brings us to Olive.
Alrighty. I'm gonna drop yonder sphere.
Okay.
I'm gonna
The
walk.
spear disappears.
And that was 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I've walked 20 feet to there.
Yep.
I am going to reconjure the sphere.
Okay.
There.
All right. Flaming sphere. Boop.
And then I'm going to walk my remaining 10 feet to get out of the doorway.
All right. So the individuals there make dex saves immediately, correct?
Correct.
All right. They both succeed, so they take half
4.
damage. Yep.
Yes. That's better than no damage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you hear, ah, damn it, from inside.
And I didn't cast it close enough to anything to light anything else on fire, I don't think.
Yep.
From what I saw as I walked past the doorway.
Sure.
Here we go. Ah!
All right. Very cool. This mace travels over to here and makes an attack on Defect. However, with a 16, does not bother you at all. And then, whoops, wrong individual. Bonk.
There is still that archer that I'm awfully close to, isn't there?
There is an archer there, that's true.
Yep, he was off my Roll20 screen. Roll20 keeps doing a thing where it takes that bottom row and makes it be white, which is annoying.
Mm-hmm. Nope, that's not what he's going to do. So he's just going to do that and hold that. All right, cool. Next up, this woman runs out of the tavern towards Spoot.
Oh!
Two scimitar attacks.
Oof.
Ouch.
A 19 for
Yeah.
5 points of slashing damage. A 13, which misses, and then she brings her dagger up for a 9, which also misses. So, good job there. Next up, we have a guy doing a thing.
Oh, wait a minute.
And
That was 5.
yes, it hits you for 5 points of damage.
Keep forgetting I have temporary health.
If you're temporary.
Yeah, so it would come off your temporary hit points first. And through the broken window towards Defect, a 22 to hit comes a little crossbow bolt, twang, for 5 points of piercing damage reduced to 2.
All right.
All right, and that brings us to Adis. Do we have you back? Oh no.
Wah, wah. It was lovely to see you, Adis, very briefly.
Hello?
Hey, there you are.
Yay!
Alright. I'm about to throw my computer out the goddamn window.
Oh, I'm so sorry, dude.
Or maybe down the 86th Street or 82nd Street Q station. It's deeper.
Yeah.
5. There.
Mm-hmm.
And I can see. Wait, what is my range on a one? Check.
Pretty far.
Yeah,
And that-
he's within range.
Oh yeah,
I'm
totally.
gonna
And that guy has a mark on him, doesn't he? Whose mark
Oh,
is
he
that?
is Hunter's
Yeah,
mark.
he's hunter's marked by you. You have not dropped that
Fancy.
yet.
Is that only for Adis, though, if it's Hunter Mark, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is only for
Yeah.
Adis.
I wish it worked for everybody.
That would be ridiculously broken.
Oh, please, like Rangers are super great in combat anyway.
That's true.
I am utility, I am not combat.
If you'd like to join the
23.
rest of
Well,
us.
a 23 will absolutely hit.
You've killed more people than Spoot has. And a
Yeah.
dragon. More dragons.
I don't have reservations about killing. 7 piercing damage
Yep.
plus 4 Hunter's mark.
Wonderful.
Shot 2, 18.
18 will hit.
Gross. 6
Yep.
piercing. Another 4 Hunter's mark.
All right, yeah. 2 arrows. This guy's cut up and bleeding. He's looking pretty rough. And it is now his turn. And Adis, you have returned to him, so he's going to do an archer's duel with you. That's
Good.
a,
That'll take attention away from the 4 of us within his close range.
that is a 16 to hit.
Yep. Yeah, I'm not going to last long, though, so.
A 16 does hit. Is that what you
Yes.
said? For 8 points of piercing damage.
Mm-hmm.
And a 25 to hit
Yep.
for 9 points of piercing damage.
Right.
Ouch.
Are you still up?
Barely.
All right, cool. Then this guy runs around the corner
Wah wah.
and something happens.
Mm.
Ooh. That's too bad.
Wow.
I know, vague booking, right?
Right.
Hmm?
Townsperson has died.
I didn't say that. But hey,
Nah.
Defect, it is your turn. You were
Yeah.
attacked, so you still have your rage.
Great. I'm gonna come up to here, attack that person between Spoot and I.
Yeah.
Stand on the dead body.
Absolutely. 16 to hit.
A 16, I believe, will hit. Except she brings up her scimitar and parries the blow.
Okay. Second attack. 26 for
Yeah, absolutely
15.
hits. All right, anything else?
I was hoping I would kill her.
We all
I
were.
think that's all I can do.
Okay.
That's not how this works.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Greg, it is your turn.
Cool. I am going to. Okay, I had this planned, and then I changed my mind, but then I changed my mind again. Greg is going to leave the cannon here, but as I run by, I'm going to be disengaged,
Okay.
and
The
I'm going to try
cannon-
to run. Well, hang on, I'm going to get sight first, sort of. I'm going to. Oh, wait, no, I can't move through a wall. I'm so tempted to just charge in because I'm crazy.
All right.
I'm not going to charge in.
Okay.
I'm going to come right here and just firebolt that. I
Okay.
changed my mind. I was going to charge,
Okay.
and then I changed my mind. I
Go
chickened
for
out.
it.
It's only a 12.
A 12 will not hit. He ducks, and your fire kind of breaks some pottery on the back of the bar.
All right. And let's see. I already said I had bonus action disengage, so I'll just use that and step back over here
All
so
right.
that I don't get opportunity of attack from her. Although I think she used her reaction. Maybe not. I don't know.
Possibly. All right. Something happens. Da, 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 da. I should measure this out, actually. You hear shouted from what seems like deeper in the tavern. Well, I keep losing her voice. I need to find her voice easier. Oh, aren't you forgetting something? Don't you forget what you came for. And Spoot, it is your turn.
Spoot's so tempted to just yell, "Shut up! We're not here to talk!"
She's killing all the townspeople.
But, yeah. Oh, Tace. Can I do a check to see how hurt this woman is in front of me?
Yeah. With a 17, she looks hurt a bit. Yeah. She doesn't look like she's on her last legs, though.
She's shit. Okay. Great. So I'm going to first bonus action move spiritual weapon to this guy and attack.
Yeah, go for it.
So there we go. That's a dat.
26
that
will
would be nice.
absolutely hit for 11 points of force damage. Solid thwack with the turtle club.
And for my action, I would like to attack with my baton the woman in front of me.
Yeah, go for it.
That's not going to hit.
Yeah, she brings up her dagger and kind of parries you off.
And then I would like to... apparently I've used the baton's charge already?
Possibly.
I don't recall, but it's possible you used it earlier in the battle.
I didn't think so. But okay. That's my turn then.
Next up is Olive.
I'll just move there.
All right,
Okay.
Olive is going to scoot over here so she can see in the door.
Yeah.
Well, she sees the sphere and she sees nothing else. That's unfortunate.
Yep.
All right, hell with the sphere. I'm gonna call some lightning since we're still outside here.
Okay. Where are you calling lightning?
I'm calling it centered above my head, and that first attack is going to go on this woman that is between Spoot and Defect.
Okay. She makes a dexterity saving throw. She succeeds with a 16.
To do half as much damage, so she gets 12 damage.
All right. Great.
That's a really solid damage roll. It's almost max.
Yeah, that's really good, actually. All right, yeah. So this bolt of lightning comes seemingly from nowhere out of the sky. She just barely manages to evade it, kind of getting a little singed, but avoiding the full brunt of it.
And
Does that mean the sphere is gone? Because
Sphere
call
is
lightning
gone.
is a concentration, I believe.
that is true because I can only concentrate on one or the other.
Yep. Right.
I'm gonna say to everyone, chase people out the door. And I'm gonna use my bonus action to turn into a bear.
All right. What flavor bear do you become?
The brown bear, the one with lots of hit points.
Great. Cool. I dig
So I'm
it.
going to sit here right outside the door and throw lightning at people who come through it.
All right. So you're large as a brown bear, I believe, right?
I am, in fact, large.
Cool.
I
Well,
am large, and I'm going to sit here.
And in charge. Boom. Boom.
Bear doesn't fit through the door, by the way, Matt.
Bears can fit through the door. They just
The
move
doors.
They just move at half speed. You can move through a tight area at half speed. So.
Okay.
Awesome.
Regardless.
So congratulations, you are now this bear.
Really angry bear with lightning.
That is concentrating.
She really wants that picnic basket.
Which
Yeah.
everybody wants the picnic basket. All right. You hear a that kind of hissy, throaty voice once again. Don't you think you should check out our barbecue down by the docks?
That sounds lovely.
And he does something else. Okay. Good job, buddy. Cool. And Defect.
Yes.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh no.
Oh no.
You hear this horrible, like, ghastly iron clanging of bells just kind of echo inside of your ears, and you take 6 points of necrotic damage, which is not reduced.
No, it's
not. Next up, we have our friend betwixt Spoot and Defect and the bear. Scimitars at Defect with an 8, at Spoot with a 10 and tries to thrust her dagger into Defect's side with a 7. She is very ineffectual this turn.
He's a bear. The bear is scared.
You see someone appear right there, launch a crossbow bolt towards Defect with a 7 to hit, and then continue moving out of the way. That brings us to Adis.
I am going to run down to here. And I will take...
Adis, as you are running, you notice something out of the corner of your eye. And you take a look down. You can see the lake and the dock area over to the north. And you see rising tendrils of smoke.
Uh-oh.
Yep, that's bad.
Guys, the docks are on fire. I'm going to shoot this chick.
All right, go for it. Fire at once.
Or actually, first, Hunter's Mark. Transfer.
All right, so you're transferring your Hunter's Mark to a target you can see. Very good.
Mm-hmm.
Slightly more helpful.
Well, I could use it to track the other guy, but I just don't care that much right now.
Yep. Ooh, natural 20. Roll all the crit dice, baby.
14.
All right. 14 plus
8.
8, so that's 22. On the first arrow, like right through her shoulder blade, pierces right through, just like barely missing her heart. She's like, ah!
Now I'll just knock the second arrow and just say, just die!
Yeah, go for it.
Dirty 20.
That will hit.
5 with another 2.
All right. Yeah, in a few shots, she is looking very bloody. Very, very much so bloody.
And slightly singed.
A little singed. Not horribly, though.
Question. If I want to pick up this guy's quiver, would that be an action?
You're right next to him. If you want to, like, gather the entire quiver and all of its contents, it would be an action. But if you just want to grab a few arrows, you can just roll a dexterity check and see how many you get.
Okay. On this turn or, like, next turn?
If you make the dexterity check, it is not a full action.
Okay. Yeah,
you'll just get a random number of arrows. So.
I mean, it's more than the 2 that I have right now. So.
Probably, yeah.
Natural 1.
You kind of trip over yourself and kind of fumble as you pass by. You don't get any this time, unfortunately.
That's fair. All right, that's it.
All right. All right. All right. Stuff has happened. And for all the marbles. Oh. Okay. Interesting. Well, cool. That was lucky. Defect, it is your turn.
I want to finish off this person between Spoot and I. So, natural 20.
There you go. Yeah, that will do it.
Yay, rage.
Yay, advantage because of flanking.
You feel your axe vibrate and hum in your hands.
Please, it's been a while. Turn her to dust.
Yeah, so as Matter's Bane slices through the midsection of her body, it just kind of eats away and dust, and her scimitar and all of her stuff clatters to the ground, but all her fleshy bits are gone.
Step up, whoops, and say, Greg, cover me. I'm going in. Boom. What do I say? Wow.
All right, so Chow, a longbowed archer, fires from the top of the stairs, hitting you with a natural 20 as you enter.
Okay.
You take 19 piercing damage.
Ouch.
Reduced to 9.
8.
Okay, you may continue on.
8 or 9.
9. Half of
9.
19 reduced is 9.
Oh, it rounds up, doesn't it?
No, it rounds
No,
down.
it runs down.
Oh, down. Oh.
Math.
Can't-
So it goes 5, 10.
What is math?
Math is hard.
Baby, don't hurt me no more.
Please stop hurting me, Math.
I know some things have happened inside this tavern, so do any of these people look hurt?
Make a medicine check.
With the 6.
No idea.
They're standing.
Yeah, no. Well, I
You've
guess then
moved 10
I'm-
feet. What do you want to do?
Yeah. Well, I didn't like that arrow, so I'm gonna go up to this archer here.
Okay.
And swing a second time.
Okay, go for it.
11 to hit.
An 11 will not hit.
All right.
Dodges
that
the
is
blade.
That is my turn.
Okay. Greg, it is your turn.
All right. Greg is going to go in the door again. Hi, everybody. This time I'm gonna bring the cannon.
Okay.
Have it come follow me, basically. And they're leaving. I see that they're leaving. I am going to cast shit.
What are you casting?
Web up there on that lady.
Oh, interesting. 20-foot cube. Very cool.
A sticky 20-foot cube.
Yep.
Indeed. I should make a thing for that. What is it? Bonk.
Yeah, it's about like very far.
Yeah, so bonk.
It's your friend in the
And
neighborhood.
I'm gonna guess that that's. Is there any way to like get it on the walls and maybe in that hallway too?
Well, it's just a closed
if I
door,
scooch it
so you
over?
don't know what it is
Oh, it's just a
yet.
closed door. Okay.
Well, actually, it's an open door. You can see it's an open doorway.
Okay. Can I just like scooch the web over, right, so that it like falls, because it's a cube, into that space? Yeah.
It won't necessarily go into the space, but it's like up on the walls now because it's like.
But some of it goes through the doorway.
Some of it goes through the doorway, yeah.
Yeah.
Presumably blocks the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I need.
Okay.
And then my little cannon's with me. So I'm gonna finish my scooch over here and cover my friend, and it's gonna protect.
All right.
11 temporary hit points. I don't think it goes through walls unless you say it does.
No, I'm going to say it doesn't.
Yeah. That's fine.
They usually say if it goes through walls, so.
Yeah, it doesn't.
So, Defect, you have 11 temporary hit points.
Good. Thank you.
And I'll scream, "She's trying to get away!" Also, what was that about the ducks?
Okay. Something.
Does the bear keep Olive's temporary hit points?
Yeah, sure.
I don't remember how many there were.
I think it was 7.
I think you had 7.
Maybe.
so, too.
Yeah.
That sounds
as
about
long as
right.
you haven't been hit. 7
I've
was
not.
the last.
Okay.
All right, cool. So something happened after
I
Greg.
just noticed all my circles were empty.
Cool. Awesome. So with Webb, at the start of her turn, she makes a Dex saving throw.
Yep. DC 15.
All right. She appears to be stuck in the webs for the time being.
Cool. Good.
Cool. Let me see. Da, 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 da. All right. So she has been restrained by the web. So she is going to attempt to break free of it with her action. And she does so. She kind of barrels down and like tears away the webs and turns and shouts, "Aren't you forgetting something? All those poor defenseless townsfolk all locked away down on the docks."
Greg doesn't care.
That's fine, but she says it anyway.
Yep. Greg rolls their eyes.
And she runs through the room.
They are difficult terrain, but yeah.
Okay. Spoot, it is your turn. And you definitely heard that whole thing go down.
Trying to leave. Townsfolk.
DM's
Like everybody heard it. So
DM's playing with me, playing on my my care for the townsfolk and also my apparent bloodthirst of late. I'm gonna step inside the room, and this is what I see. And she is gone. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
15. That was 15 feet. Okay. This all sucks major balls. Bonus action. Move this guy to here. Because cleric battle is about to ensue.
It can move that far?
60 feet, my friend.
I think you can move it at 20 feet, I thought.
As long as it's within 60 feet of you, I think you can move it.
Let me double check. Oh, boo.
Yeah, you can move the weapon up to 20 feet. As long as you are within...
Or was it right here?
Yep. Yeah, you can cast it within 60 feet, but you can only move it 20 feet.
Oh, very cool. Okay, well, this guy's a new target.
Sure.
Lucky him.
All right, cool. You move your tortoiseshell club over towards him and whack him. This guy who's been peppering you all with crossbow bolts. And he falls to the ground, a bloody heap.
Thank
your club spattered with goo.
Thank goodness.
Mm-hmm. What else you got, Spoot?
Not much that will solve any of our problems, but see, I move 15 feet. That means. Does it appear that there's a door in this corner?
Yeah, there's an open doorway up here in this corner.
I would like to use my full action, if possible, to move the remaining. What is it? 60 minus 15 is 45. Yeah, 45 feet to this corner.
This whole area up here is currently sticky webbing on the ground.
Oh, isn't that?
So it's rough terrain.
Yeah, so it's rough terrain at the moment.
That would hinder my movement, certainly, wouldn't it?
Yep, you'd move at half speed through that area. And I believe you would be subject to the effects of it.
Yep.
Is it visibly obvious?
It's visible. It's all webs. It's all covered in webs.
It's like 5 foot deep webbing.
Great. I will move to the edge of the deep webbing then, which... Let me make sure that doesn't...
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is all so bonkers. New plan. Use the remaining 15 feet of movement to go here.
Okay.
And then I will, because I'm real sick of this, cast Guiding Bolt on this archer in the corner,
Okay,
but I probably miss.
go for it.
It is there.
An 11 indeed will miss.
I love wasting spell slots. It's the best.
Anything else?
No, that's it. I'm just going to start crying, actually, until my next turn.
Okay. Olive,
Oh.
it is
Is
your
that a
turn.
bonus action?
It's a free action.
Free action.
All right. Well, golly, the bear can't take the lightning inside, so she's gonna walk over here and see if there's anything to see down that way. And the answer is no. That
Yeah.
archer is long gone.
Yeah, he seems to have screwed off somewhere.
You can
Cool.
light
So
the
she's just
flames on
gonna
fire.
chill out over here, away from that floating spiritual weapon, and out of sight of the doorway, and wait for someone to come through it.
All right.
He's gonna hold further action to someone coming through that door.
Okay, cool.
They come through the door. They get their snout singed.
Fair enough. I'm going to need Defect to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Coming right up.
Oh dear.
Man,
Okay.
Defect is many things. He is not wise.
Indeed. And Defect, you feel your body seize up, and you are now paralyzed.
gross.
Son of a diddly.
And this floating mace floats into the doorway and whacks at Greg with a 17 to hit.
Okay. Let's take it.
For 2 points of force damage.
That was fun.
And I need you to make a DC 10 con save.
Yes. Con save. It's a 9. Perfect.
Oh, and with that,
the webs go away.
the webbing disappears, which appears to be good for this guy as he starts moving out and calls over towards you all. They're all gonna die, and it's your fault. Next up are people who are all dead. So Adis, it is your turn.
Alright, I will action pick up the damn quiver because I don't trust my dexterity anymore.
Okay. Yep. So you have in that quiver 6 arrows are left in that quiver.
That's amazing. Okay. Guys, I can do 4 more turns. Alright, I will to here. And then can I stand like technically like kind of at the edge of this bush?
Sure.
Okay. I will bonus action Misty Step to
Okay.
here.
Yeah, you go ahead, do it. Wonderful. All right. So, the archer takes 2 attacks. Actually, it takes 1 attack on Defect at advantage. And I believe because you are paralyzed... is it a crit? That's the question.
I think paralyzed is.
Yes. Any attack that hits the creature is a crit if they're within 5 feet. So this is a critical hit on you, Defect, as it hits you with a 24. So you take 8 points of piercing damage. You're still raging, so I guess it'll reduce to 4. He's then going to leap over the side here and keep moving. He pretty much rolls and lands, no problem. Getting all the way back to here, kind of backing away, bow redrawn, kind of covering his retreat. You then hear from outside, you hear kind of like a... Well, actually, no, you don't hear anything. That doesn't happen. Cool.
That's sus.
Defect, it is your turn.
But I can't do anything.
That
Right.
is correct. You are currently paralyzed. Let me see if you get to repeat the saving throw. Yeah. At the end of your turn, you may make another wisdom saving throw.
Great. Why
Go
not?
for it.
Oh,
Woohoo!
All right. Yeah, now you shrug off the paralysis. So good job.
The crit against you made you crit.
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Great.
Wisdom rage.
You hear like a reactionary swear as you break through whatever was holding you. But that is the end of your turn. Greg, it is your turn.
Cool. Greg's gonna scream, I bet those people were in the house! And run after 25. Let's see. Yeah. I'm gonna come over here.
Mhm.
And let's see, 5, 10, 15. I'm going to cast. Shoot, why not? Thunder Wave
Okay.
at that guy. Con save, DC 15.
All
And if he
right.
gets hit, he gets knocked back.
Bong. So you thunderwave this guy. He makes a Constitution saving throw. Rolls a natural 20.
Well, that's sad. Does he also have to work on concentration? It's
Nope,
separate.
because Defect
Dang
broke it.
Oh, right.
Defect
Okay.
broke through the
He
spell.
still takes half, I believe.
Yeah, he will totally do that.
So. And bonus action, my little cannon will protect. Another 5 temporary hit points. If you have fewer than 5, you may take those 5.
Wait, does that hit me?
There's not a wall there.
If you can see it, it's not through the wall. Sure, you can have the 5 hit points.
Desperately needed.
Cool.
Yes.
Cool. I'm gonna scream, I'm just gonna kill everybody unless you tell me otherwise. Also, everyone's escaping out of this door. As loud as I can.
Only one door to
Screaming,
this
the
damn
door to
tavern."
the east.
It's true.
There's only the one
There were
door.
no other doors. It's true.
Wait, which way's east? This side?
To the right.
Yeah.
Yep, to the right side of the map is east. The top is north. Okay, something happens.
But that door doesn't go outside. I've been all the way around the building, and there's no other doors.
It's true. But then you hear a smash of glass. Bump, bump. Yeah, you hear a smash of glass, and yeah. Spoot, it is your turn. Spoot?
Oh no, I'm here. I'm just thinking about killing everyone. It takes a lot of brain power. Let's see. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna move the full. I'm gonna move 30
Windows.
to get here and see what I see.
Yeah, so interesting. When you come in here, you see a couple things. You see broken glass and a shattered window right here. Right here above this crate. You also, however, see a familiar form on the ground, unconscious and apparently quite bloody and bleeding. You see the form of Suzanne, the acolyte of Palor that you met previously.
Well, I'll be darned. I can move to get to her, but I cannot, in fact, do anything else about it.
And your friendly neighborhood hissy-faced guy is like hanging out right there too.
Oh, hissy face, how I've missed you.
Teeth on his shoulder?
Before it does look as such. Before around the corner, I'm gonna move my mace. What is going on with roll 20? 5, 10, 20 feet to get here, and I'm gonna smack this archer.
Yeah, go for it.
If I may.
25 will hit for 11 points of force damage.
Boom.
Yeah.
And then I will use the remainder of my action to get here next to this friendly face.
Okay. Right, that brings us to Olive.
Right. The bear is going 80 feet this way
Okay.
because speed is 40 and is using her action to travel.
Okay.
And
All right.
I think that is all I can do because calling lightning is also an action, not a bonus action.
Indeed.
Cool. So here I am over here,
All right.
looking down this way.
Yeah, no problem. Cool. Our friendly neighborhood mean person looks over towards Defect once again, and Defect, go ahead
I want to say wisdom.
and make a wisdom saving throw. You feel your body once again stiffen up
Right.
and become
Even if you
paralyzed.
had advantage, you just wouldn't do it.
Then this handy dandy little thing over there floats over towards you, Defect, and ponks you, or attempts to ponk you. It's a 17, which would not hit you.
That's correct.
So, good job. It somehow doesn't hurt you, which is crazy.
Good job dodging while paralyzed.
But such is life.
Your muscles are so tensed, it's hitting you in the abs, and when you flex your abs, you just don't feel
bounce
pain.
off.
It bounces off. That's proven.
Plink.
Gotta take a punch.
Then the guy runs into the next room and ends up right next to you there, Spoot. That brings us to Adis. Adis,
All right,
you just saw a big-ass bear go rushing by you.
I screamed, "They're going east!"
Yeah, so I will move east.
Okay.
20, 25. I'll use my action to dash another 30.
Okay.
And then I will prepare my planar warrior.
All right. Cool. This archer sees you now because you ran into his field of vision.
Yeah.
And he's gonna ping at you, Adis. That's a 25 to hit.
I'm unconscious.
Okay. He then also fires at the bear with an 8 to hit.
Ouch.
And runs
8
away.
damage.
Sorry?
You said an 8 to hit?
It was a 25 to hit Adis for 12 points of damage.
Yes.
And then an 8 to hit the bear.
Oh, 8 doesn't hit the bear.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I was about to say, wait, a bear's DC is not that low.
It's not. It's not at all. I thought for some reason I heard it hit you and assumed it hit me. I don't know.
Yeah, no,
I'm a bear. I'm not that smart. Okay.
he alternated his
That's
targets.
still purely brain. Or olive brain.
Yeah. But then he
Where'd
keeps
he go?
running. He kept running. This one inside the tavern rushes around the table to the doorway. Fires twice at Defect, or at least once at Defect. Let's see what happens. That's a 20 to hit. Because he's not within 5 feet, it's not a crit, though. So that's good. So that will be 5 reduced to 2 points of piercing damage. Actually, that's not true. It's another 3 points on top of that. A total of 10 reduced to 5 points of piercing damage. Are you still conscious, Defect?
Yes, I am.
He fires again at you. That's a 23 to hit. For 17 reduced to 8 points of piercing damage.
Still on my feet, yo.
All right, great. That's wonderful.
He can talk when paralyzed, but
Ah.
No, but you don't fall down, so like your eyes don't go shutdown mode, so that's good. Defect, it is your turn, so at the end of your turn, you can make a wisdom saving throw.
Yep. 16.
Ooh, a 16. I think that does it. Yeah, that totally does it.
Great. That's my turn.
Yep. Greg, it is your turn.
Great. Greg is going to. Greg. Greg wants so bad to kill this other guy, but I can't move through this fucker. So mad. I will firebolt that asshole. Blocking the fucking doorway.
Yeah, 25 absolutely
There,
hits.
it took it. Great. 16 damage.
All right.
Ugh. And Protector will protect. Another 6 temporary hit points for Defect.
Wonderful. So you get 6 points of healing, Defect. All right. Something happens. Let's see. Okay. Cool. Bonk. All right. So something happens at this point. I guess Olive, you are the one who sees bursting out of the stable astride a
What the fuck?
hippogriff. You see the dwarven woman who just ran to the stable astride the hippogriff and the hippogriff looks like it's about to take off into the air.
Lightning that bitch.
Fuck yeah!
Spoot, it is your turn.
It is almost my turn.
I should unmute before I say snappy little comments. First things first, I'm a realist. Spiritual weapon, 20 feet move into this room. In front of the archer, it's going to say, not in my house, and it's going to hit the archer. At least that's what happened in my fantasy world.
A 23 will hit for 13 points of damage.
Look at me rolling twice, but I'm so glad it was the first one. And then I will. I'm so gonna like multi-class into barbarian after this, because I'm so mad right now. Spoot is so angry, but he's gonna medicine check Suzanne.
Yeah, with a 24, you can see that she is unconscious. Like, she has been stabbed 3 or 4 times. But she appears to be stable.
She is stable.
There is blood that has, like, leaked out on the floor around her. It's a grisly scene. But her breathing, while shallow, is still there.
Keyword being stable.
To the best of your abilities, you believe her to be stable.
Then to the best.
Kill the red guy. Kill the red guy.
Not get a spell cast on her. Or even a cantrip for that matter. Oh my god, I wish I had something really powerful to do, but I don't.
What are you gonna do?
Did my free action of crying already expire? I think it did. I got nothing but action attack with baton.
All right, go for it.
Guy in front of me.
You go to attack him, but he kind of like knocks you with his shoulder, and you hit the barrels next to you. And you end up taking 3 points of bludgeoning damage as you get smashed into the barrels and crates next to you.
This cleric rivalry is not going well.
Yep. Next up, Olive Bear.
Smash
yeah.
that bitch.
Well, they make a saving throw, don't they? Or
Yes,
do you
they
make an
do.
attack roll?
They make a saving throw. A dexterity saving throw.
Okay, cool. All right. Okay. And
Both she and the hippogriff, as they're occupying the same space.
yes, they both succeed. One of them rolled.
Fuckers!
They rolled a 21 and a 22, respectively.
All right, well then
They are in sync, like this hippogriff and its rider.
They
know
still
each
take
other.
half damage.
They do. They still take 11 points of damage.
Those bastards.
Jared, just let her have the 23 damage, damn.
I did. She did 20. She did 23 damage across 2 targets.
There you go.
Per target.
The bear is going to move up here and at least stand protectively over Adis.
Okay.
Can't
Great.
do much else.
All right.
Help, sorry.
Just watch me roll those nat 1 death saves.
Somebody already did. I won't tell you who, though. All right.
Damn it, Suzanne.
No. It's what's her face?
Great. So, Spoot, our friend here reaches out and grabs you and says, "Die, turtle," and hits you with a 21 to hit for 22 points of necrotic damage.
Well, it looks like he got his wish. I'm unconscious.
All right.
Oh, wait. No, I'm not. He didn't get his wish today because I had 2
Temporary hit points? Nice. How many hit points
So,
do you have left?
I'm not going to metagame.
Oh.
I'm the DM, so tell me.
Which presumably
see
means you
anyway.
can see that.
It's
Yeah.
true. So you have 2 hit points left. Okay, cool.
Yes. Yeah. Because you can
Um,
math just as well, if not better than I can.
It's just for me knowing. They don't know how you're doing, but I do.
Well, as I go down to my knees, I'm just gonna be like,
Fuck you, dude. Yeah. So he reaches out and like grabs you, and this like red necrotic energy just seeps over you and like pulses through your veins. He kind of sneers in an audible way, like you can't see it because his face is covered by this like Bane mask. But he's like, and then he just runs and jumps through the window. Which means you do get an attack of opportunity against him.
I'm gonna fucking take it, of course. I hope I kill this guy. He's a dick.
Yeah, go for it. A 15 does hit, and you deal 5 points of magical bludgeoning damage to him.
And smack him in the kneecaps.
I get him in the heel.
Yeah,
Maybe he'll fall down when he goes through the window.
Well, we're about to find out.
Trip, I say.
He does. He trips and falls. And so he has to get himself back up, and he can only get to there. And all of you totally see that dude just trying to run out. Adis, it is your turn. He's not concentrating on anything.
Oh, not defect is free? We're
Yeah.
not paralyzed anymore?
Yeah, defect freed himself at the end of his turn.
It's been that long since it was defect's turn?
Yeah.
Defect's the
Oh,
beginning of
jeez.
the.
Oh, it's too
defect
many
has
things.
broken it twice now. So, cool. So Adis, great. That's a success on a death save. Next up, Archer Boy takes a pot shot at. He's gonna shoot at defect again. Not with a 10. He's not. He'll try again with a 16. Except he took time to aim, so it's a 25 to hit. For 10 points reduced to 5 of piercing damage. Is defect still up?
I'm still up.
Nice. Good.
The hit. Thank you, Greg.
Because then dude bro fucks off running right by you, Spoot, and jumps out the window.
You already hit one person.
Yeah, you don't.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
stupid.
You don't get another attack, but he only makes it to there. So those of you outside can see this individual.
That's dumb.
I can't see anything.
That's true. You are unconscious.
And
Defect.
also under a bear.
It is your turn, Defect. What are you gonna do?
Oh my god, I'm so angry. 10,
The cannon.
30.
Grab the cannon. God damn it.
And then I'll dash here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Hey, Spook. Yeah. So I see them outside the window. I'm guessing.
So there's a broken window right in front of you. It's like a 3-foot square window, and you can see that archer who's been shooting you through the window.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump right out.
They are occupying the space immediately out in front of the window. So
I can like WrestleMania
you can
jump down.
You can.
Tackle him.
It is it's a contested strength because you are jumping through the window.
Right.
I'm going to give you disadvantage, but you have advantage because you're raging, so it's just a straight roll for you.
Mike, as part of your attack action, you can forgo one of your attacks to shove. So you can swing once, but you can shove for the first part.
Yeah, but he dashed, so he doesn't have that.
Yeah, that's only just to get to this point.
I missed that part.
Mm-hmm. Yep, no problem.
All right. Strength 16.
All right, yeah, you jump out the window, barreling onto the ground, knocking this guy to the ground, and you roll up next to him. He's currently prone on the ground.
Did he get hurt?
No.
As I jumped. No, he didn't get hurt.
No, you knocked him down prone, which prevents him from easily running away, though.
Bonus action curb stomp.
Yeah. So great. That's a good turn.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. That's it. That's all I can do, I guess.
Greg,
And
it
now
is
you're in
your
the
turn.
way.
We practiced this. Greg screams. You're supposed to grab the cannon. Greg is gonna do action to be running to dash.
Okay.
Those are words.
Action dash. Bonus action,
Action
dash? Or
dash.
just action dash?
Oh, right. No, I don't have bonus action dash. I have disengage or hide.
Oh,
as
you have
bonus
disengage or
action.
hide as a goblin.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Got it.
So yeah, my bonus action would be to my action will be to dash, picking up my cannon on the way, like, because I can.
Yep.
So that was what? Oh, shiza. That was probably 30, I think, to get there. I think I counted that. And then I'm gonna do another.
Yep, that was 30.
Yeah. And gonna do another 30 to get there.
All right. Yeah, you get under this tree, and you see the dwarf woman atop a hippogriff.
Great.
Looking slightly singed.
And that's what I could do, but my bonus action, I'm gonna give myself some hit points, because why not? It's right here. Because that's the only bonus action thing I've got.
All right, go for it.
4 temporary hit points. Well, that's fewer than I already have.
All right. Something happens. And then... I just need to check something. Great. The hippogriff and its rider take off into the air, flying very quickly out of your field of view, taking off into the air as she's laughing, and she's like, "You may have won this fight, but you've lost your goal." As they fly off into the sky.
Can you still hit them with lightning?
Not if they're not within view on my turn.
I mean, they are 120 feet away, so.
That is the range of the spell.
So you could possibly attempt to do so. Spoot, it is your turn.
I believe. Yes, the range is 120 feet on this damn lightning spell.
Did
Cool.
Spoot hear the mocking of the woman as she was flying away? Or is that even possible?
Sure, she was loud. She's not trying to be quiet. She's having fun with it.
She's a dwarf with some good lungs.
Mm-hmm.
And a slight smell of ozone about her.
A little bit.
Okay, Spoot will step on this crate, and what does Spoot see? Can he exit the window, or is his path
So
barred?
So the window has already been smashed, and now like the edges are like bent out, and it's like totally fucked up because Defect just barreled through the frame, so it's like blasted out a bit.
Duffman, oh yeah.
And you see Defect like on the ground, crouched, like standing up with his axe, while the archer who just ran by you is prone on the ground in the bush in the hedge, and the other cleric that you've been kind of engaging with for professional pride is a little ways like at the edge of a bush about 10 feet away.
See. If I were to step off the crate using another 5 feet of movement and
Yeah.
allow my spiritual weapon to get here,
Yeah.
am I wise enough to determine that I would or would not be able to actually hit anyone as he is 5 feet away?
You would not, because he's in the hedge under the ledge on the other side of a wall, and you can't
That's
get
what I thought.
your spiritual weapon through there to whack him.
That's okay.
If
well,
you had
spiritual
another
weapon,
5 feet with it, like you could, but
Bonus action, spiritual weapon hangs out there. Me action, back on the crate, and I will attempt to shoot him with some Sacred Flame, as I assume I can get that through the window in the
Yeah,
hedge.
you can do
since
that. All right, he's going to make a dex save. And rolls a 22
Good for him.
on the ground.
That is my action. Please move on to a party member who is effectual.
Aw, don't be like
We've
that.
all been ineffective today.
Hey,
Okay.
Olive, you're a
Hey.
bear.
I'm a bear, and I've got
Sensible.
lightning with a range of 120 feet. Can I throw it at that fucking hippogriff?
Well, so they've flown off 120 feet from where they were, so they're like 150 feet away from you.
So the answer is no, isn't it?
I
Yeah.
thought it was like 120 from the cloud, because the cloud's a huge 60-foot
The
thing.
cloud is a 60-foot radius centered on a point directly above me. But that's also the range of the lightning. Like, the lightning is in the cloud. It's 120 feet wide because it's a 60-foot radius. But that's the limit of the lightning. And that makes me angry.
But you could move.
Mm-hmm.
Which way did they go?
They flew eastwards, so
Due east from where they were?
more or less, yeah.
That doesn't get me in range, does it? Fucker.
Let's see. It's a 60-foot tall radius.
As this wall is in the way for me to go 40
Okay,
feet
so
due east.
just to clarify.
Yeah.
Hold on a minute. It's
Cloud is a 60-foot
60-foot radius
which
centered on you.
Mhm.
The spell fails if you can't see a point in the air with strong flash of the seas. Range.
Right, that's why I can't go
Okay,
inside.
all right, cool.
I can't
all
get
right, cool. Yeah, I
within
just
60
wanted
of
to check where the radius was from. If
Yeah.
you, as a bear,
Mm-hmm.
were to move 30 feet.
I get 40 feet.
Oh.
Bears
Oh,
faster than humans.
well then, if that's the case,
Yeah, bear gets 40 feet of movement.
if you used all of your movement to get in front of the stable doors,
Mhm.
they would just be in your range, but you'd have to abandon Adis.
Can I take him with me?
Maybe, if you're careful.
If I pick up Adis gently
All
and
right,
take him with me.
cool. So you chomp down and grab the back of Adis's armor with your jaws. However, carrying Adis will slow you down. Because
Not worth it.
Because you're dragging another creature.
Just leave me. Defect's right there.
It's up to you. What do you want to do?
Here I am in
Yep.
front of the stable doors,
Okay.
throwing some fucking lightning at them.
All right. They will each make a dexterity saving throw.
Yep.
Please kill the hippogriff.
What is the DC?
15.
All right. The hippogriff manages to evade. However, she is not as lucky, and she takes like all of the lightning. Like the hippogriff kind of like spun around, but forgot to negotiate for her, so she takes it all.
Hippogriff gets half.
Yeah. Boop-a-doo. Need that one. Very cool. So that is 17. And half of 17 is 8. Cool. Well done. You see the lightning. It was almost like it got attracted to her shield or armor or something, but yeah, she did not evade at that time.
Good.
The hippogriff managed to get out of the way. Next up, we have our little clericy cultisty dude. Let me just check something. Okay, he's got another one of these. He reaches out to touch you, Ada, or Defect, and totally misses you. Ends up tripping and grabbing his own thigh, and takes damage from his own attack. He rolled a natural 1 for those who were keeping track.
Mm-hmm.
Would Spook have been able to see this through peering through the broken window?
Absolutely.
Which is apparently the size of Defect.
Well, Defect, his shoulders,
But it's partially full of an archer.
because he dove through it.
Sure.
Yeah.
But okay.
It's partially full of prone archer.
So he
It's
just goes,
like karma.
"Shit, you're horrible. You'll all pay for this." And then he just starts to run away, Defect.
Oh, reaction? Do I?
Yeah, you have a reaction.
Yes. Swing at it.
Smash!
Oh, for 12?
Were you reckless before?
Nope.
No.
He just barely manages to evade your blade, ducking under it as you swing as he tries to get away.
All right.
That brings us to Adis, because everybody else is dead.
It is almost.
So go ahead, make a death save, Adis. That's
Yeah.
another success.
Sorry I abandoned you. You were too heavy to be carried.
The archer gets up,
I have a grudge against that
sees
hypocrite.
he's in danger here, and he uses his action to disengage, and runs off in this direction.
Poor choice.
Defect. Well, he doesn't know that the bear went that way.
Opportunity attack.
It's not that
Defect,
close to me.
it is your turn.
Yeah. Part of me wants to go after that archer, but I know he just ran down the direction of Olive. So instead,
Olive is pissed off.
Defect will go 5, 15, 25, and swing at this guy
Yeah, go for it.
with reckless attack.
Okay.
He doesn't want to mess this up. So 20 to hit,
Hits.
or 11 points.
Yeah.
Second attack. Oh, 11.
An 11 does not hit. He ducks under it.
Dang. All right.
All
That's my turn.
right. Greg, it is your turn.
Right. Oops, I'm still in the ruler. Greg, Greg is gonna run there 30 feet this way. And does that mean that the Hippogriff and Ladyface are within 120 feet of Greg?
No, they are farther away than that. They're probably about 150, 160 feet away.
Okay.
Just barely 120 from me.
Yeah, they were on the edge of Olive's attack.
Right. And then they are gonna go before I have a chance again.
The one
Which-
moment where you want stealth sniper. The one time.
Right. Yeah. Well, fuck. All right. Well, I guess then Greg is going to.
Mhm.
Fuck it. Just firebolt that asshole.
All right, go for it.
17.
17 will hit.
Great.
All right, you ponk him for 11 fire damage.
14 fire damage.
Oh, right, from your D8.
Magical hammer.
Yeah, nice, cool.
And protect will protect because it's there. Why not?
Cool. You get 8 hit points, temporary hit points.
Oy. Oy.
All right, cool. Something happens, and you see the Hippogriff fly off another 120 feet, way far out of y'all's range. Seems like the Hippogriff and Rider has gotten away. That brings us to Spoot.
I guess it's time I get out of this little room here.
All right, so you hop through the window.
I would like to, but I am unable to do so.
I got
with
you.
my
Don't
icon.
worry about it.
Oh, there we go. Can my little spiritual weapon come with me?
Yeah,
I'm just trying to imagine
there.
a total
It has moved 15 feet.
Through the window.
parkour out a window.
I imagine like because Defect like dove through it, it kind of like busted it out. So Spoot just kind of like casually like one awkward leg over, and then kind of brings his butt around and kind of crawls out of the window like, hi.
I like push the boundaries of using 6 seconds for an action on that.
Very delicate steps.
My spiritual weapon like zips around me, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it's got 5 more feet of
Picturing
movement
you just
if you want.
pull your limbs in
But
and
so
tuck your head in and smash.
So coming out, you do see Adis unconscious on the ground, like.
What did I move? 5
bleeding
feet?
out. Yep, you've moved 5 feet.
15 more feet. I'm gonna go to Adis and use Spare the Dying on him to make it stable.
Just a reminder, Adis has been creating good berries, so you all do have good berries.
Stuff one down his throat.
That does the same thing, doesn't it?
No,
It gets him up. It gives him one hit
no,
point.
a good berry would give him 1 hit point.
Oh, because Spare the Dying doesn't even do that, does it?
No, it just prevents them from being
I am
turned
so
red
glad
or
I
anything.
start over. This is a waste of a cantrip.
It's actually a really good cantrip in the right circumstance. But like many spells, it is circumstantial.
The right circumstance is it gives him 1 hit point, but that is not the case. I will do the good berry instead. In the off chance that I one day do not have a good berry, I suppose that cantrip will be useful.
Yep.
The one day where I don't have spell slots at the end of the day.
That was on me. I was trying to RP too much and I rationalized that he wouldn't take Toll of the Dead, which is a mistake. But whatever.
No, it's not a mistake. Cool. So you use your action to feed a good berry to Adis. Adis, you have 1 hit point, and you are no longer unconscious.
Yay.
Cool. Great. I think that's all for you, Spoot. Unless you want to move anymore. I think you have like 5 feet of movement left. Cool. That brings us to Olive.
Smash this dude.
All right. He makes a dexterity saving throw. Succeeds and takes 10 points of lightning damage. Regretting his decision to run this way.
Good.
Anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna go into the stable. Maybe I'm going into the stable. Why can't I go into the stable?
Oh,
Isn't that a door?
It is. It's a dynamic lighting thing. Hold on. Let me just remove the door. Whoops. Whoops. Everything's going crazy on Roll20. Thank you.
I bash my head on the door a few more times. Let's attempt.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. I am inside.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, as you enter in, you see. Actually, what you see. Whoops. You see inside a familiar figure.
I sure do. But I've already used my action. I don't think I have any useful bonus actions as a bear.
Yeah, probably not. But you do see your little goblin friend Flora.
Yep. Here I am. I'm gonna
All right, cool.
stand there and try to roar reassuringly at her.
All right, you kind of. Yeah, totally.
Roar.
All right. Meanwhile, outside, our masked cleric friend reaches out towards you, Defect, with advantage, and still rolls a 12. And
Nice.
then tries to. What else does he try to do? Because he doesn't have much left. He just starts laughing and says, "Get me if you can. Construct." And he just keeps booking it.
Okay, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah. Yeah, you slice into him as he's running away.
That's a solid opportunity attack.
Yeah, like
Yeah, it is.
just like right down his back, like all the way, like big slash cutting through his robes. Very much a painful attack. Adis, it is your turn. You have a hit point, and you're prone on the ground.
And you're muted.
Sorry, I'm gonna stand up.
Yeah.
Hate this like audio shit tonight. Don't have time for it. I'm gonna stand up. I'm going to planar warrior, and I'm gonna aim at the archer and just say "fuck you."
Okay.
And I'm gonna fire.
Yeah. A 23 absolutely hits.
16 force damage for the first one.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, it just like right through the shoulder.
And a 12.
A 12, however, misses.
How is that dude still standing?
He looks pretty messed up. That arrow just went through his shoulder blade. So he's pretty sad looking. And he just runs 60 feet on his turn.
Oh, okay.
So he just straight up books it.
Can I use the rest of my movement?
Oh yeah, absolutely. You
I was
want to
gonna-
you want to move 15 feet?
No, I was gonna actually try to go towards the corner just to get out of his range.
Sure. Yeah, he runs like around Greg, and then another 30 feet running off the map. Looks like he's booking it towards the town gate. Defect, it is your turn.
I am going to catch up
Yep.
to 15, 30, 35, 40. I run around, be in front of time.
Cut him off at the pass!
And
Yeah, totally.
reckless depiction.
16 will hit.
16.
Yeah, with your first strike, you
Nice.
slam into him, and you feel your axe vibrate and sing once again.
Yeah, dust it.
All right. Yeah, you chop into him in like an overhead chopping motion. And he, as your axe sinks into his shoulder, the shoulder kind of, and he's
And
just a
before
pile
you-
of robes is left behind.
I'm gonna say tag. And that's the last word he hears.
Okay. Yeah, it's just a pile of red and brown leather, and that's it. Greg, it is your turn.
Say, fuck that guy. And just come up here, the 30 feet. I think there's 30. And be like, Boot, you're not dead. Is everyone else dead yet? And, yeah, Protector's gonna protect. Because why not? Have
Okay.
11 temporary hit points.
To just you.
That can reach Spoot, I
That
believe.
was my man, me.
What's the range on it?
10. If I'll have it like hop out of my hand if it needs to be closer. It's 10-foot radius.
Okay,
So, yeah,
yeah,
I guess it has to hop
if it's in the square in front of you, then it would.
Yeah.
You don't
you
give
go.
me 11 hit points, I'll quit right now, I swear.
All
I'll have it
rage
crawl
quit.
up on your shoulder. How about that?
right.
I don't
So
even
it just-
need it. I won't take it. It's gonna crawl up on your shoulder. Because it can
Oh,
move 15 feet on its own.
so
So then,
close.
Adis, you get your 11.
Yeah.
Oh.
There you
As
go.
it's moving on its own, does it make the Pac-Man noise?
Actually,
No.
technically, if it crawls up on Spoot's shoulder and then does the protection, Adis also gets 11 temporary hit points.
Yeah. Yep.
Do
There you
that.
go.
So well done, Greg.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah. I didn't take my action, so I'm gonna actually take my action to move over here and like I guess back into the room actually.
All
Like
right.
look in.
Yeah, you look in and you can see Suzanne splayed out on the floor, unconscious in a pool of blood.
Okay. Do I see anything else interesting in that room?
There's like a few crates and barrels.
Okay. No hint of like how they got people from the tavern to the docks apparently without us knowing. Cool.
Nope.
Great.
But at this point, we can drop out of combat because your opponents have either been
Scarpered.
dispatched.
Scarpered or dusted.
Can I tear apart this cage first?
Yeah. So here's what goes on. Adis, as you look out northwards from where you are, you can absolutely see that those like wisps of smoke have now become like a conflagration, and it's a thick, heavy plume of dark smoke at the docks.
Guys, we need to get to the docks. I think they set everybody on fire inside of a building.
That sounds about right.
And Adis is just going to start running towards the dock with his 1 HP.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
11 temp.
And 11.
exactly.
Hey, where did my friend go?
All right. So who's running with Adis? We'll come back to you, Olive.
Defect.
Grig will follow, and the cannon is still riding on Spoot. If Spoot follows, but cannon
I'm
is on
following,
Spoot.
maybe. If it's close enough. I mean, if I'm close enough to hear Ada say that, then I will follow. But I was already.
Yeah, I'll just say, where'd Olive go? Are we going over here? All right.
Olive's a bear. Olive does Olive's
I'm
thing.
gonna say it loud. But I'm gonna say that loud. Like, we're running over to the okay. Where'd Olive go? All right.
Yeah, cool. So
I made calculations. We may still have people to kill.
if you all book it towards the docks, when you arrive, you find a single building where the corners have like burned. Like it's a 40 by like 60-foot building, and the four corners are all on fire, and the short sides have burned together. The front door is like billowing smoke out, and you can hear screams and cries of people inside.
I'm just curious. Is like force damage impactful?
Yeah,
Can I do that at the door?
absolutely. Go for it.
Okay. You can do that.
I'm just like trying to like somehow bust it open.
Yeah, I mean, there's also Defect's really strong, and I can make him bigger and stronger.
Okay,
Too.
but I'm just running at it. I'm sure you can get there while I'm doing.
Yeah, as you're running, you can totally like pull out an arrow and fire at it.
No, he can't.
Unfortunately, with a natural one, you're not trying to like attack a creature this time, so I'm just going to say you hit the door with the arrow. And like the door kind of like thuds, but there's no effect on it.
I'm hurt really bad. It's fine.
Yeah, it's still like another 60 feet away. You just see this like one building burning on the edge of the docks. So what are y'all doing with this information?
Defect will continue running to the building, get to the door as quickly as he can, and try to chop it down.
Yeah, I'd say with your speed, you probably get there just as Adis's arrow thuds into the door. So are you gonna are you gonna try to like axe your way in or just smash your way in?
Or no wait, I'm sorry. It almost sounds like the same thing. So
no,
like,
because you can use your axe to chop through the door, or you can just you can just charge it and smash through.
Let me ask. Do I hear people?
Oh yeah, there are people like yelling and screaming and making all kinds of noise inside.
Right. So in that case, I'm gonna tell them to please step away from the door, and then I will, right, like in a burning building,
Step back from the door.
step back from the door, and I will try to. Let's do it. Smash right through it.
All right, cool. Just go ahead and make a strength check with advantage. Yeah, so with a 20, you just barrel through the door. And what you see is about 1, 4, 5, 15. You see about 15 people chained together and tied up in the center of the building, with the fire like raging around them, and you can see there are dead bodies around the outside in the flames being consumed.
Mm-hmm.
So these people, it seems like the edges were lit of the building, and it's been steadily working in to burn these people alive.
Right. I'm sorry. You said they're all chained to the middle. Like there's a middle pillar or something?
They are tied and chained together to like one of the pillars holding up the building. It's a wooden building. It's like a cannery or something.
Okay. Can I?
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm gonna cut through the chain with my.
All right, yeah, you can smash through with your axe, no problem, cutting the ropes. You can get you start getting a couple people out. Adis, Greg, you guys get there about this time. Or you two?
Greg's gonna follow Defect in.
All right, yeah, it's just a waft of heat and smoke, and you see Defect chopping through manacles and ropes. People, you can assist them, try to get them out.
Yeah,
I'll go right up to Defect, and if there's anybody to untie or anything to unlock, or like, I'll help get people loose.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, between all of you, Spoot, you show up.
Yeah, I don't know what we're doing. Are we taking turns? Where am I? I'm there. I'm gonna.
Yeah, it's a chaotic mess. You're all running. The four of you have run. People have charged in. Defect has broken his way in. People are starting to come out of the building. They're all coughing.
Sector.
You're outside, kind of leading them away from the building. With all of you, you are able to quickly get the remaining 16 people out of the building. However, some number of townsfolk seem to have not made it. Their bodies being burned inside. But you did get 16 people out, which is great. As they are coughing and sputtering, we're going to switch back to Olive. Olive, you are in the stables, and you see your friend Flora in her goblin form in a cage.
Tear the cage apart. Using my claws to tear the cage apart.
Great. Make a strength check as a bear.
Gurg. Strength is +4. Working.
Mm-hmm.
So it's +2 to that.
All right. So
18.
with an 18, yeah, you wedge your bear claw into some of the bars, and with your shoulders, you kind of force your way and kind of bend them enough and kind of back off, and she can flop out. She's a little like, oh my god, there's a bear. What's this?
Rawr.
What? Do you just kind of like back off?
Yeah, I would just back off and let her come out of the cage and.
Okay, she
try to appear non-threatening from.
Yeah, she gingerly kind of exits. Thanks.
All right, I'm gonna drop the bear so she knows who I am.
Yeah, she was getting there. She's like, Olive! Oh, thanks for getting me out of there. These people are horrible.
I know. Come on, we gotta go help everybody else.
Oh, yeah, let's go. Where are they? And that's when you realize she's like uh worn ragged. Like she's not hurt, but she has like no she's got like no energy left. Um but she is still going with you.
Would healing word help her?
It's more of an exhaustion thing as opposed to a pain thing. But she goes with you. You run out. You run down to the docks. This pillar of smoke, obviously being what is attracting your friends. And in doing so, you catch up and you see them ushering people out. By the time you got there, you realize that people are starting to look in your direction, and people are starting to look at Flora as well, and they seem confused, but they're not aggressive or anything. People are just coughing and hacking. Spoot is getting people out. The building is on fire. Defect comes out with the last few stragglers.
I'm gonna provide first aid to whoever I can get to. You know, give them some water, help them.
Yeah, totally.
That kind of thing. Find
Yeah.
a spot for Flora to sit down.
Yep. So you seat Flora on a crate away from the conflagration, and everybody kind of recovers. People are coughing and crying. It seems like a few people were indeed lost to the flames, which is sad. It seems like it was about, from what you can gather from the townsfolk, there were about 9 people who burned, sadly, in the inferno. So there's this air of both relief and thanks and gratitude, but also mourning and melancholy and sadness at the loss of their townsfolk and their friends. However, you all notice that still no children.
Yeah. Also, this is a kind of big town. Like there are only like the 20 something of you. Is that everybody? Did they take people?
Did anyone see what they did with the kids?
One of the men pipes up. They've kept the kids in a separate building under guard. They were threatening us by holding them hostage.
Well,
Greg, maybe that was the building you were talking about.
I don't know. I don't know whether it was this building or the other building. How far away? Was this building on the other side of town?
No, this building was by the docks. Like, the other building was like in a
The other
whole other
building.
area place. So
Okay.
it's possible the other building you saw was where they were holding the kids of the town.
All right. Well, I guess we should look there, but I think we should all be prepared for tragedy at this rate.
Yeah, if you head off that way, Greg, you find that the building is locked. But when you unlock the door, there's just a mass of about 8 or 9 kids in there huddled together, ranging from like 5 years old to about 12 or 13. It's not a lot of kids.
They're not
but-
dead,
No.
and they're not kidnapped, so that's a win, I guess.
I would
You're
like to think
descriptive,
Spoot
and you're
went
just like
and
a mass of. I was like, oh no.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
I was
seems
prepared to
they didn't harm the kids. The kids are all like in rough shape. They're not well fed. They're just kind of exhausted and kind of looking grubby, and they haven't showered in a while. So they're not in like pristine condition, but they do not appear to be brutalized in any way.
And they were not kidnapped for slavery. Ta-da!
Yeah.
Are there more of you somewhere? Are there more kids?
No, this is all of us. The town itself, and all of you know this, the town is not that large. So there may have been some people who were injured or killed in the initial attack, or since then, as examples. Or it's possible that, some people were recaptured or some people got away. It's hard to get an accurate head count right now with all the chaos that's going on.
For sure.
But to the best of your abilities, it seems as though you have routed the Red Crows out of Southbrook.
Yay!
Doesn't quite feel like a victory.
Well, yeah, I mean, we didn't get to kill him.
My friend's okay.
We
That's
killed a lot
good.
of them. I'm gonna sit down for a minute.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
we should probably like watch that fire. Do we have a way to put that out?
I mean, it's in the lake.
Tidal wave.
Yeah, no.
Bucket Brigade.
Burned those slots.
Yeah, the townsfolk, once they've kind of recovered a bit, they kind of look at the building and they just kind of shrug and they let it burn. It's on the docks, but it's on like a stone. It's not like on the wooden docks. It's like a warehouse on the stone part of the.
But it's not going to
grass.
spread to town.
It doesn't appear like it is. No, it's fairly separate from other buildings.
Okay, that's good.
The townsfolk are watching it. They seem not content to let it burn, but just kind of this resignation that they're going to have to rebuild it.
Cool.
Well, at least all the people inside are getting a proper fire.
Sure. But yeah, you all kind of watch the townspeople are spending their moments interacting with one another, gaining each other's confidence, reassuring one another, shedding tears for those who've been lost, but nonetheless are very thankful that you did end up rescuing them.
Hey, cleric, you want to say something about the dead bodies as they burn?
Spoot will not even answer, but will just walk toward the pile of dead bodies and start muttering some prayers in Aquan.
Okay.
Spoot doesn't look very happy. BT dubs.
Yeah, Spoot.
Still crying.
As you mutter your prayers in Aquan, and you feel like what is Spoot feeling at this moment as he's going through these prayers for the fallen?
I gotta be honest, it's mostly anger.
Okay.
It's like Spoot's on the verge of turning to the dark side. Like it's that much anger, but he's trying to
Okay.
He's trying to focus through that.
All right. As you say these prayers in Aquan, your faith being tested, your anger rising, the waves from the shore begin to rise up, and suddenly there's a spritz on your face as the waves crash against the dock and a spray goes off and hits, and the spray becomes more constant, and then that spray goes from being based in the water to coming from the sky, and a small rainstorm appears, managing to put out the fire, leaving the bare bones of the building behind and washing over you, Spoot. And as it does so, the water is refreshing, soothing, and in a way it feels as though you have been relaxed and cleansed, and you feel just a little bit of understanding from the water and a touch of care and reassurance from the light pitter-pattering of the rain upon you. And as you watch the rain, Spoot, you realize that 10 feet in front of you on this smoldering wreckage, the rain is pouring down. But on you, it is just a light, casual sprinkling and drizzling breeze. And as you complete your prayers and pull yourself back into facing your emotions, you realize that only between you and the docks are wet with water. The area behind you, where people have gathered to be away from the flames, is perfectly dry.
Hmm.
He's gonna sidle up to Defect. Poke. How's he doing that?
If only he knew.
Of surprise.
Yeah.
What was that? You cut out.
No, I said he's full of surprises.
Adis is just like fetal positioned up against a building, like just tucked over, just like starting to sleep.
You and me both.
Olive is going to play the bagpipes for the fallen.
Don't you fucking dare.
Okay. Olive begins a mournful tune on the pipes because
I
all tunes on the pipes are mournful, so it's just by default.
Is there a chat for?
Adis starts bleeding out again.
Psychic damage.
Wah wah. Great. So Olive plays this mournful tune. Spoot commits these last rites for these people. The flames die down. The townsfolk look to you with this look of thanks, but also dread resignation on like what has occurred. This combined look of loss and gratitude that is difficult to process, honestly. But as you all kind of take a time, collect your strength, gather your breath, eventually the townsfolk begin moving and helping you up and guiding you to various homes for the evening. And everyone decides that today needs to be a day to recover and a day to rest. And they set you up in what is now an abandoned home. And you all fall asleep in beds for the first
Can I go
time.
home with Flora?
Yeah, Flora will take you home. You fall asleep in your beds for the first time in weeks. Both exhausted, mentally drained. But you did achieve a great thing here. You got rid of a terrible occupying force that was not only oppressive, but dangerous and violent. And because the five of you worked together, you were able to free the town. And you remember these realizations as you drift off to sleep. And that's where we will end tonight on Nuuli Forged. So, good job. You got rid of the Red Crows.
Oh, we didn't get to kill the angry lady. That's all Grig cared about.
That's all Olive cared about, too.
I mean,
feel
That's
like
a lot of what Olive cared about. She was pretty pissed off at that woman.
I feel like we're not done with that one yet.
Nope.
I mean, you guys learned a lot about the Red Crows. You know that there is that
There are more of
there's
them.
her, and you know that you've heard about a Goliath that is the
Right.
real leader.
Right. And
So,
you know that they have weird cultist clerics.
Mhm.
And hippogriffs that are
Yeah.
domesticated.
Yeah, it seems like they are indeed a well-provisioned and well-numbered organization.
I think we
And-
just made an enemy on purpose, guys.
Yeah. As Brecht in chat says, lore drop.
Yeah.
So, yes, indeed, it does appear that these individuals, these Red Crows, at least some of them have access to a hippogriff. So,
And they're
yeah.
just they're not a enemy that you could just kind of like roll over.
Yeah, they appear to be a well-organized, methodical thinking group. A well-organized machine, if you will.
Dexterous.
They're very dexterous.
At whatever point in the evening, Greg is gonna like not actually be asleep until everybody else is asleep, and Greg is gonna like wake up and go wherever Defect is, even if Defect is like standing in a room and just like sleep next to Defect.
Okay. Yeah. It's fine.
Olive is going to big spoon Flora for the evening and protect her.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, that's all good. We'll have
She's
to
little,
pick
I'm
up.
big.
Well, yeah, totally. We will definitely pick up there next week as you awaken in the morning.
Cool.
I will tell you all one thing though. Congratulations, you're level 6 now.
Oh shit, son.
Okay.
You successfully cleared out the town of Southbrook. You got rid of all the Red Crows. So
Oh shit.
in the next week, y'all can level up and make choices about that. Yeah. So, good job, everyone. We will end there. We would like to thank everyone who tuned in and watched tonight's episode, and thank you for dealing with our early technical difficulties. Hopefully, we'll sort that out for the future, and it'll be okay. Other bits of exciting news that I received today as we started up stream here and I started getting things set up. We are now eligible and qualified to be a Twitch affiliate.
Cool.
That's cool.
What's that mean?
Yeah. It means that we could be an affiliate and all kinds of cool stuff. So yeah, we'll have to look into that and see if that's the way we want to go, but we qualify for that as an option now, which is pretty cool.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Does it come with a good badge?
We do get emotes, I believe, so we can make some emotes for the chat and have that done.
Ooh.
All right.
Some newly forged emotes. It'll be cool and fun. So we'll look into that and we'll figure all that out and move forward in whatever way we want. But it's kind of exciting that we got that notification today, which is pretty dope and pretty cool.
Hopefully they saw the technical difficulties that I was having.
Yeah, I was about to say hopefully whoever sent us that notification was not watching the first 20 minutes of the stream. But it's okay. It's all right. It is all good. Indeed. Oh, I'm sorry. I've got it. Trying to do hype emotes. I don't know. I think there's a limit on how many emotes you can do. I'll look into it and fix it. Appreciate your enthusiasm and thanks for the hype. Yeah. Really? Only limited to 1? Weird. I thought I set it to like 15 or something. Well, I'll have to look into that too. Nightbot's dumb. Everybody can hate Nightbot. That's totally okay. But well done, everybody. So we'll pick up here next week on Nuuli Forged. Everyone can go around, say some goodbyes, and we will plug anything you need to plug or want to plug. Yeah, let's start with Adis because you didn't get to answer the question today. So we'll start with you, Adis.
Oh no.
Does Adis dance?
I don't know.
Oh no.
Oh no. I'm Tanner. I play Adis the Human Ranger, just FYI, in case no one was paying attention. But thanks for watching.
Great.
Sorry, I'm stressed out and panicky still.
It's totally okay. Next we'll go down to Olive.
Hey, thanks for watching, and I'm real glad we're not dead, and see y'all next week. Stay safe, wear a mask. We love you.
Yep. And Greg.
That's me. Okay, I love you. Bye. Also, check out Commander Kirk's Etsy page for some lovely dice bag action. I believe it's restocked. CAMMANDERCIRK. Oh wait, no, that's wait. Oh, I just got myself. Circworks. That's the Etsy. I'm
All
so
right.
sorry.
And Defect.
That's me. Good night. Thank you for watching. We'll catch you next week.
And
Double
Spooked.
thumbs up.
Good night. I will ditto whatever Mike just said, because I missed part of it. It froze. Yeah. Thanks for watching. I'll be playing Spoot for at least one more session, it appears.
Oh, hush.
Oh,
All
you're
right.
not dead yet.
Your screen got so blue a minute ago.
Mental
Sorry, I
breakdown.
did that thing where I changed screens on my television, so it. And I was
Uh-huh.
like, oh,
Yeah,
dark.
here. There.
There you go.
Ah. Wait.
Wonderful. I am Jared. I have been your dungeon master here on Nuuli Forged tonight. Please follow us on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook and YouTube, all at Nuuli Forged. You can find old videos on YouTube. You can keep up to date with us on all of our socials. Matt and I's podcast, Mid-Level Adventures, just released a new episode this past Monday on combat encounters, so check that out. And in the meantime, we're going to do a little raid on the Scabby Rooster. They're a fun little D&D channel, so check them out. Say hi from Nuuli Forged. And, yeah, that is it. So, thank you all very much. And we will see you here next week on Nuuli Forged. So, goodbye, everybody.
Toodaloo.